K. Prakash, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today we are here to discuss a case study on solar energy based on design thinking approach. Okay, let us introduce yourself. Okay.
Hi sir, I'm Karthik. I'm doing my mechanical engineering in Excellence College of Technology, Kanpur.
So before going to our case study, let us have a small discussion on solar energy. Can we tell what is meant by solar energy? So you are telling that solar energy is heat energy. Any other comments or any other things? What is solar energy? Where we are getting? Where the source is from? Okay. Source, the energy is from sunlight. Can you guess what type of energy is it? Whether renewable or non-renewable? Renewable energy. Why it is renewable energy?
So that is for lifetime source.
Very good. So we can get that energy throughout our lifetime. So this is a small introduction about the solar energy. Now we are going to deal this with a case study using design thinking approach. Can anyone tell what is meant by design thinking?
So it's a empathy, define,
Okay.
ideate, prototype and testing. These are the 5 types in
5 stages in design thinking.
empathy means find out the problems that which are facing by customers or normal peoples. Define is classification. In the empathy we have more types of questions. We want to problem statements. We want to classify it in 1 or 2 major problems.
Okay.
And define empathy. Ideate is we want to do ideas regarding that problems. And prototype is we want to make a small project type which is we use to test it. Testing is we want to make a final product and we want to give people.
Very good. Karthi has given that design thinking is an approach to solve a problem by using 5 stages: empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So now coming to our topic. So what is our case study is we are using this. This is solar cells. Can you know what is the solar cells made of? What is the material? Any idea? Very good. Tell me. It is made of silicon. Okay. So what is the property of this silicon? So it is a semiconductor. What is meant by semiconductor? Any idea?
Conducting one energy to.
Okay. So sometimes it may act as a conductor. Sometimes it acts as a non-conductor. So this is semiconductor. If you take wires, what is the material inside? Copper. So it is a good conductor of heat or conductor. If you take wood, the electricity can pass through it. So it is a bad or non-bad. So both these properties are playing the role in the silicons. So silicon is a semiconductor device. So here silicon is used in these solar panels, or these cells are made of silicon. So what is the purpose of this silicon cells is when the sunlight is falling on these solar cells. So here the heat energy or light energy is converted into electrical energy. So this method of directly converting the electrical energy is called as solar photovoltaics. Or else the energy grasped or fetched from the sunlight can be stored in our battery and can be used for many different applications. So now what is our case study is we can take many applications. Can you tell what are some applications of this solar energy in our real time?
So more street lights they
We are using in street lights. Okay. For home appliances. Okay. Other than that, we are using in agriculture because many pump sets or motors are running with the help of solar energy. Industrial plants. Okay. Many where we are using this. But have you seen that how these solar panels are, whether it's fixed in a single position or have you noticed in our building there is solar photovoltaics. installed where? On top of the terrace. Have you seen that it is fixed? Okay. Now we are going to have a case study on this. Okay. Our first thing is, if the solar panel is fixed, what about the solar energy fetched? Will be more amount of solar energy is fetched, or only some of the energy?
Depends on various times. Morning it consumes evening consumes more energy.
Very good. What is telling is, the first empathy part is that the sunlight is not constantly throughout the day. In the morning hours it may be lesser, in the noon hours it may be high, and the evening hours it may be lesser. So the solar energy is falling is to the earth, will be constantly, the intensity is changing. Okay. Any other things? What are the types of radiations? Because which radiation gives the more intensity to convert the energy into electrical energy, heat energy? Whether the radiation which is scattered or which is coming directly? Direct. So the direct radiation. So in this project, what the empathy we have concluded is that if this solar panel is in a fixed manner, what happens? Only the sunlight which is falling at a particular time only is observed. Other times the solar energy will not observe. For example, this is fixed. Now what are the energy falling here? It is observing. When this panel is rotated, or without this it is a fixed manner, when the sunlight falling on the back side, if the ray is falling on the back side, what happens? No energy is observed here. So this is a major drawback. This is the greatest part of empathy in this. Okay. So whatever define. What is the second stage? Define. So in define, what we are going to do is how to rectify this. Okay. So we are using many methods. So what we are doing is we want to use some technology to observe or to fetch more solar energy. Okay. So now what is the third stage? Ideate. Okay. So what idea can you suggest to make this? Automatic. Okay. You want to rotate this solar panels. Okay. By using what? Sensors. Okay. By using sensors, you are using this. You are rotating to this solar. So how it works? What happens? It absorbs more energy. Okay. So how these sensors will detect? Sunlight. No. So what we are planning is that, so when we are using sensors, when the intensity is lesser, what happens? It gives a signal. Okay. So now what is the mechanism we are using? Other mechanism to rotate this. How this solar panel can be rotated? By using gear mechanisms. Very good. Any other things we need? How the gear can be rotated? Motors. Very good. Through motors. So we can use motors, and then we can use gear mechanisms. By using this gear mechanism, this motors, when the motor is rotated, what happens? The power can be transmitted and the gears will be rotated so that the panel can be moved. Okay. So when is this motor to be run? That is maintained through these sensors. So when the intensity is lesser, what happens? It sends a signal to the motor, so that what happens? Motor starts and rotates, so that what happens is the power is transmitted. So the gear will be moving so that the panel can be rotated. This panel can be rotated. So when the intensity is more, it stops the signal, so the motor will be stopped. So this is the idea we are concluded. Okay. So in the real time we can test this. So in the real time we have tested this. So here what happens is, when this solar panel is rotating, or we are using this tracking system, what is the benefit is, so in the solar energy, direct radiations are falling on the earth surface. These direct radiations have more amount of solar energy in it. So whenever the panel is rotated, what happens is, most amount of the solar energy is observed with the direct radiations. So that what happens is the solar energy conversion is higher. This is because of we are observing more amount of direct radiations. So this is the test part which I have concluded by using this project. Okay. So this is our descending based case study on solar energy. So in the real time we can implement these tracking systems in many places, in power plants, in our domestic purpose, in our houses, everywhere we can use. Already the panels are fixed, but what we can make a setup like this, and then we can install this so that the panel can be rotated. Okay, so this is about our case study.